I'm real proud of you, and I'm glad you're doing this.
Oh, listen, that's nice of you to say that, sir, but this certainly does sound very suspicious, that they don't want you to communicate with the police, they don't want you to communicate with other people.
I'm the one that doesn't want you to. I'm the one. Not when you're doing private business.
Okay, the psychology behind scammers is that they suck you in with a very complex story. Usually the story involves lots of different characters, lots of different peoples. They'll have like the same scammer like use several different emails. They'll give you lots of ID and lots of fake ID, lots of fake documents to help bring you into this little world that they create. And for a lot of people, they get sucked into this world and they really want to believe the story. Now, usually it involves, millions of dollars or a lost trunk of diamonds or something like that, something that the people really want. They give you something shiny and valuable to do. And in this case, it sounds to me like this particular person is pulling you into the story with a sense of power. He wants you to believe that he's going to.
He does not have $1 in this, and he's not. I'm the one that controls the funds that come in. I'm the comptroller. He's supposed to be.
Okay, now has he been sending you checks? Have you received any checks in the mail from this guy?
He's not involved with that portion of it. Other than the people that want to be in on it and develop the school.
Okay, I think
he's not involved with that. What it is that you're barking up the wrong tree with this one, and there's 2 or 3 of them here that are legitimate, that will be legitimate business partners down the line here, but I've got several others that have worked me over a little bit, and I don't give a damn what happens to them. Just like this Lane's got it. I'd like to see him get his head chopped off some.
Okay, one of the ways that scams work, the way that they hurt people, is one guy will introduce himself as a legitimate business partner in some way. I've seen it done lots of different ways, okay? Sometimes they say that I'm a gold miner. Sometimes they say that, a cocoa merchant, okay? Well, whatever way they get in, they say, I'm a legitimate business person. And they said, I need your help with funds. And they'll say, listen, I'll send you a check and from a business partner of mine, for some other investor or somebody, and that person then sends you a check. Now the check is fake, okay, and it's the same person he's using more than one identity. The cocoa merchant is the same as the investor, okay. He's just using different emails with different names. Anyway, he sends you as the other person, and he sends you a fake check. You cash the fake check for him. You send a portion of the money back and all that, and then you realize that the check is fake later. And then you're all angry at the investor, and the cocoa merchant or whoever says, "Oh, well, that's not my fault. I didn't realize that he was a scammer. He fooled me too." Okay, even though it's the same guy. See, so then he says, okay, now I'm going to send you a real check this time from someone I trust a lot more. Here's a new investor, and then Mr. New Investor comes along with his own name and his own email and his own ID and his own pictures, and he sends you another check. Well, then you cash that check, and the cycle continues. I think that's what's going on here, sir. The man that you're talking to, this retired general, he is the same scammer.
He is on active duty.
If you want me to, sir, I can. If you give me his name and send me a couple of his emails, I can look up that information for you, and I can tell for sure if he's really a person who's on active duty or not. If you want, we can even call the Danish police, and we can even ask them to make sure that he's actually. Okay, well then that's even easier to do. We can check with the UN, and it's more important that we make sure that he's not.
You don't need to be in on this business thing right here. This is a private business thing, and I can meet you back bunch of people that have scammed me some. I've got all that, and I get my secretary to help me dig it out. But not on legitimate business transactions that are classified. They're confidential between me and the other party.
I know that's something that scammers like to do. They want you to keep things secret because they don't want you to talk to the police or to.
That's scammers. This is not the case.
Yeah, I'm sorry, sir. I like you a lot, but
take an officer on active duty and who's going to be a future partner of mine and drag him across these coals.
okay, he says that he's on active duty, sir, but I'm pretty sure he's a scammer. He can say all kinds of things. He could say he's an astronaut. He could say that he's from Mars, but it's still a lie.
Well, I'm not going to do what you're asking me to do because I'm having communications with people that are over him and also that work with him. And I was supposed to get down to Columbia and get on an airplane and go there and talk with him.
What, you were going to go to Columbia?
Yeah, to get the UN plane out. They were going to fix me up a ride to go into Beirut, Lebanon. And I said, hey, fellas, I've been shot at too much. I don't think, but they really wanted me to come over, and they said, I will assign 4 officers to you at all times.
Okay, but
be with you. Now, see, I'm telling you what I'm telling you is a straight arrow, and you've got to believe it, or we can't even discuss anything.
sir, if you leave the country, they could kill you. This is very important, sir. The scammers
No,
are.
I wouldn't go in there because I could get picked off with sniper fire.
Well, yeah, but listen. One of the things that scammers like to do is they like to invite you to their country,
Oh, yeah,
and occasionally.
Disappearing in Nigeria.
Yeah, but that happens, sir. So it's very important. It's one thing for them to steal all your money, but they could take your life. They could torture you and they could kidnap you. This has happened. So please, do not leave with these people. This guy who says he's a general, he might do that to you. And if you're lucky, he'll just rob you and waste your time. If you're unlucky, he could kill you.
Not me riding. You know what they do? That plane that comes out of Columbia is the one that they load up their soldiers with to go over there and relieve those that's been over there for a certain period of time. It's their time to come back. Yeah, you have to have been in the military to understand all this stuff. Okay.
What stuff?
If we can discuss something else, I need to go. I've got things to do.
Okay, please, sir, don't send any money to these people.
I'm very tired. No, I'm getting money from that direction and with the partners.
Okay, it sounds to me though if he's going to send.
It's a real problem because there's just been a publishing thing out that Iraq's going to ask these security people to leave.
Okay. Okay, the odds are if he sends you a check, sir, it's going to be fake. If you get a check.
I got to go. I'm telling you, you're talking up the wrong tree on this one, and it is a private business thing, and I'm sorry that I can't steer you. So
Okay, I got advice here. Okay, here's some advice, okay? What you do is, if he sends you a check, okay, deposit it, but don't send the money anywhere for like a full month, okay? For 4 weeks, don't send the money anywhere. You'll see that eventually the check will go bad.
So I had one before do this, and it bounced like a rubber ball.
Okay, so you know not to give any money to anybody. Keep it in your account for a whole month, okay?
Well, I had the bank check on it. It was rubber.
Right, but even if the bank does a check, it can still come back as good. You got to keep the money in your account for 1 full month before doing anything to it, because I almost guarantee you, sir, it will eventually bounce. It may take a couple days or it may take a couple weeks,